So here's an overview of the timeline. There's another video that'll show exactly how to use the timeline, but this is just a slight overview just so you can see kind of what this is. So we've got the timeline down here. You can switch between it by clicking on the dope sheet and the timeline, and so you can always have that, or you can just close it over here, and so that closes the timeline. In order to bring it back, you just click on the timeline here, and that'll bring back the timeline and the dope sheet. And so you can just click on those two, and then that can bring it back and forth if you like. The buttons here are, this first one is play. So it'll play through it, and it changes into a pause. And so if you click it again, it'll pause it, and then it'll keep this playhead right here. So this is the little playhead. You can left click and drag this to scrub it. But you can move that. Now, if you hit stop, it'll go back to the very beginning of the project. And so like if you're in a different scene and you hit stop, it'll go to the very beginning of the project. You can also zoom in and zoom out. So like if I want to zoom in, I can just click on this, and then I can zoom in this way, zoom out this way, zoom in this way. There's also hotkeys for that. And so what you can do is, if you want to zoom out, it's negative, the minus sign, or it's the plus sign. Or you can just hit Control and use your scroll wheel. So that's how you can zoom in and zoom out like that. There's also a cut tool here where you can cut a shot. You can also move an entire grouping of a shot, including the scene markers. Like I said, there's another video that goes through all of that. You can also auto place dialogue. There's another video that will show that as well. And then finally, you can export. So you can export at any resolution that you want. You can customize your resolution if you want as well. You can change your frame rate if you'd like. We have a few codecs that you can use. And then finally, any scene, you can do every scene if you like. Like I have 670, I think. So you can do any scene that you want, or you can just do one at a time, and that's how you can export. And that's the timeline. Check out the other videos to really use the timeline.